Pam Bondi seems to be more interested in the limelight than in doing the job. There's a distinct lack of organization or a lack of concern for being honest. Uh-oh.
Question for the crew. Should Trump fire Pam Bondi for this giant flop?
Yes.
If so, who would be a better person for AG?
I don't know who would be anyone.
For this giant flop? No. For a lot of reasons, yes.
It's kind of like when Pam Bondi said, well, hate speech has no place. You realize she's not a conservative like you. You're like, she's never thought of these things. Pam Bondi shouldn't have a job. Yeah. Pam Bondi is the common denominator here that has been a problem. She's an embarrassment. She's been harming this administration. She has been from day one. When people think about the swamp, about corrupt politicians, there's a picture of Pam Bondi next to the definition in their mind. Pam Bondi ousted.
Out. Oh, finally.
Okay, hold on. Let me see this.
Finally.
Guys, sorry. I'm sorry. You know what? Make sure you have a matriarch. Make sure that he keeps stuff in line in his family. And, go find some more Brazilians. Okay, let's watch this.
Fired. She's out of her role. Now, where she goes next, that is
Who
a
cares?
question mark.
Hell.
Told in the meeting or in the
You mean home?
conversation President Trump had with Bondi yesterday. He floated the idea of a judgeship as a potential landing place for Bondi. And
She's going to be a Fox News analyst.
Period, while they are figuring out who is going to take over as Attorney General, Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche will step into that role. So he will be serving in the interim. Pam Bondi, though, is out. We had already reported that she was in Florida. We have been talking about for the last several hours how in the last week, President Trump had been calling allies, asking about firing her, who should replace her. It doesn't seem as though they have someone specific in mind.
Which means she just had to go.
Yes.
Yeah.
Among other
Well, you saw that article
people.
came out regarding the
Zeldin is
Epstein
currently
files,
leading the
that
EPA,
the
but I
reason
am
for a
told
lot of
that is not
redactions was
a
coming straight from her.
Yes.
And there were arguments with Bongino and with Cash about that.
Yeah. She is the worst pick that he made.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we've said that since, pretty much a week after confirmation.
And that includes...
I said I refused to cover confirmation.
That's right. That's
that includes
right.
Matt Gaetz is potentially being the guy in that position. Pam Bondi, I think, was a worse pick. And I'm no Gaetz fan. So.
Yeah. Pam Bondi, awful pick.
Awful job, too.
Maybe we need to edit together a montage of how many times I've spoken poorly of Pam Bondi, because people have very short-term memories. I have been saying this for a long time, and I don't know who's going to replace her. I know some people say the devil, but no, in this case, you'd have to try pretty hard to find worse than Pam Bondi.
Yeah, they're floating Lee Zeldin right now. That's one of the most prominent names. I don't know that, obviously. I think they're just kind of speculating right now. So we'll see. But listen, what are the two areas right now where Trump is having the most difficulty? One is Iran, and he's got a very good messenger out there right now, and Marco Rubio doing a very good job. He can wrap that up in the next couple of weeks. Market will surge. People will go back to normal. Hopefully we can declare some victory and hopefully get some things actually done. If he puts somebody else in there and there's movement on the Epstein files, takes that off the table as well. And so the belligerent right that is becoming kind of a problem, all of a sudden those issues go away to some degree, or at least get mollified. So I'm happy that he did this. This was a long time coming.
I will tell you this. It's not just that I don't like her, though I don't. It's not just that she has a bad track record. She does. It's not just that she's not a conservative. She isn't. It's that Pam Bondi has proven herself with every given opportunity to be incapable of effective communication.
Yeah.
It's not possible with Pam Bondi. Think, the Epstein binders.
Yeah.
Think of the interview. Just go, well, I didn't say this. No. They're sitting on my desk.
Yeah.
They will shock you.
Tomorrow.
I have looked through them. Tomorrow. Then you had all of those influencers, by the way, who were invited out and being used. That also means that she had complete disregard for those people who thought, or they were being sold a false bill of goods. Then, when she comes out and discusses the rules as far as anti-Semitic actual attacks, I believe that's when she used the term hate speech.
Hate speech. So she's terrible on the First Amendment, doesn't even understand it.
She doesn't understand it. She hasn't thought about these issues. And if you look at her when she was there at the hearing, I think we compared her to Rubio and other people. She was awful, always claiming victim, having to go to prefab lines, getting facts wrong. She was incapable of communicating basic information, key facts that people need to know that were directly under the purview of her job description. When you look at people like Rubio, or you look at even people like J.D. Vance, right? Even say Pete Hegseth, they're able to at least freewheel on some other topics that maybe aren't within their job description because they haven't lived an asshole's life, because they've thought of these issues. Pam Bondi wasn't able to do it with her own area of expertise. When you say dead weight, someone who is obviously very interested in being out there in the public sphere with the appearances on Fox News and being out there in the spotlight all the time, that's what she loved. Okay, that's her passion, and it's not even her strong suit. Every time Pam Bondi had the microphone and people were listening or watching, this administration was worse off for her having opened her mouth. Think about that for a second. And if there's any indictment on this administration that I think is a very, very valid one, it's that she has been there for far too long, likely maintained it with flattery or playing the political games. That's how she has built her career. This is not a person who shares your values. This is not a person who is capable of critical thinking. And this has never been a person who is capable of effective communication in an era where that is key when dealing with the hostile media and leftist institutions. So could it be worse? It's technically possible, maybe plausible, but highly unlikely. A switch out of Pam Bondi is a good day for this administration, and it is a good day for America. Hey, if you're still watching this, you may be one of the 6 million or so subscribers on YouTube who is, for one reason or another, I don't understand it, still here. So back in the day, I would say click one of these videos and subscribe, but really just head on over to my channel on Rumble. Follow me there. I'm live 5 days a week, 11 a.m. Eastern. And I actually say the things that I mean to say. On YouTube, it's everyone here is kind of neutered, really, and there's just a general lack of testicular energy, but I mean that in the heterosexual way. Mostly.